First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. First play, here's Cousins. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They go play action. Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On play action, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Again, it's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A first down throw for Cousins. This is caught by Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Following the interception, Cousins. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he gets it down to the 32.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
First down, here's Cousins. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. Akers will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins now. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts 64 yards. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
A second down throw for Cousins. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because, guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
On third down, Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Steal, check, steal.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And credit to tackle to Theo Jackson. 2nd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Now Cousins. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On play action, here's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Going play action, Ritter. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Black. Yellow, yellow, yellow. What's that?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd down, Cousins. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Hey, no, easy.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10. Ritter off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On the ready.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Good route here.
A first down throw for Cousins. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Bring up 48.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got him in, it's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Blaster, six.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Over the middle, caught by London. It'll be a gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Ultra. Ready.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Ritter looking to throw here on fourth. That is caught. He's got the first down and more than that. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw it here. Ritter eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Throwing is Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So a big play there on fourth, and now first and 10 at the 30. Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, Cousins again. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Cousins to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Devontae Smith from 10 yards out. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Cousins will try and throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Rail, yellow.
Ritter now. Escaping the pressure right. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for this. Here's Ritter. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. To throw, Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. That one deep for London. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing.
Back now in Atlanta. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Black Ultra.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And this is caught. Touchdown. Drake London, 36 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Play action now. Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Troy Anderson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On play action, here's Ritter. That one deep for London. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 56 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Ritter will set up to throw it. Flushed out right. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, Ritter. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Throwing, Cousins. Finding space at the 40. He's across midfield. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Cousins again. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Vikings! Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And, my goodness, another interception. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Throwing here, Cousins. He's got Smith here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Devontae. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So there no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Cousins here to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, 27 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Smith catches left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First down, Vikings.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.